1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Testing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we are good from Robinson Park here in Wisconsin Rapids for sectional semifinal softball action here this afternoon. It is the number 2 seed Almond-Bancroft Eagles against the number 1 Assumption Royals. Good afternoon, everyone. The wind has died down a little bit, still a little bit warm, but it is a perfect afternoon for some high school girls softball here in Wisconsin Rapids. The Almond-Bancroft Eagles tied for the Central Wisconsin South title with Pacelli. They come in at a record of 21-2 under head coach Randy Yonke and the rest of the Eagles. The starting lineup for the Eagles: batting first and at shortstop, number 8, Regan Omernick. Batting second and at third base, number 37, Jillian Newby. Batting third and in the circle, number 17, Olivia Bumgarner. Batting fourth, number 2, Riley Stiles. Batting fifth, number 10, and at second base, Messina Meadow. Batting sixth and at first base, number 35, Lexi Dernbach. Batting seventh and behind the plate, number 3, Paige Terzinski. Batting eighth and in center field, number 23, Gracie Rendell. Batting ninth and in right field, number 4, Claire Terzinski. The flex player in left field, number 7, Carly Lamb. And for the Assumption Royals, the winners of the Marywood South Conference, coming in at 17-2 on the year, batting first and at first base, a freshman, 7 home runs on the year, number 21, Anna Schooley. Batting second and behind the plate, 20 stolen bases this year, number 35, Kristen Casey. Marywood South Player of the Year, number 3, batting third and in the circle, number 22, Ava Schill. Another outstanding freshman, number 4 at shortstop, batting fourth and at shortstop, number 1, Claire Nelson. Batting fifth and in center field, Lydia Smits. Batting sixth and at second base, Macy Vollert. Batting seventh in right field, Sadie Galbraith. Batting eighth and at third base, number 12, Malia Colo. Batting ninth and in left field, number 11, Ashlyn Dolan. They are head coached by Rob Schill and Charlie Nelson. This is a game that's just under a year. These two teams played about a year ago. That was June 16th in a regional final. We'll get into that throughout the ball game here this afternoon. Invocation, national anthem time here at Robinson Park in Wisconsin Rapids. We'll take a quick break here from Dr. Todd Dillman and come back with our opening pitch.
Why am I an orthopedic surgeon? It's a great question. It was nothing I planned. I actually am a Spanish major. Went back to school and became a physical therapist. That was okay, but I decided to go back to school and become the surgeon. I think the biggest thing when you're talking to the patient is if you can relate to them, number 1. Number 2 is if you can teach them what the problem is. If you can teach them what the problem is, they're going to do fine. They're going to learn what it is, they're going to figure out how to fix it, and then they're going to adapt. There's days when things don't work out and things are harder than others, but clearly you're here for one reason and you're not here for you. You're here for the patient that comes in. Healthcare is kind of like going to the supper club in Wisconsin. You always feel like you need to travel to get a better Friday fish fry or to get the prime rib on Saturday, but really here we have everything under the same roof. We have everything within a hospital that, quite frankly, is rated in the top 2 hospitals in the state for joint replacements. We have hospitals coming to us to ask how we do joint replacements, how we solve the problem, how we get patients motivated and moving with very low risk and very low complication rates. And our outcomes are much better.
All right, good to go. Welcome back to Robinson Park here in Wisconsin Rapids. Sectional semifinal softball action. It is a whale of a afternoon throughout the state of Wisconsin for playoff action. We've got regional soccer, girls soccer, regional baseball, and sectional softball here this afternoon throughout the lovely state of Wisconsin. Regan Almonick, Jillian Newby, Olivia Bumgarner to lead things off for the Almond-Bancroft Eagles. Coming in again this afternoon, 21-2. Their two losses came at Pacelli back on May 10th and at Westfield to finish off the regular season. 6-5 loss to Pacelli. That guaranteed Pacelli would share at least share part of the conference. And Westfield beat them 9-2. Westfield against Marathon today in a sectional semifinal. Good. All right. Ava Schill in the circle to start this afternoon's matchup, and the first pitch coming in at 4:31 this afternoon is a strike on the outside corner, and we are underway in this Division 5 sectional semifinal. Ava back-to-back years as the Merriwood South Conference Player of the Year. The 0-1's going to be fouled back. Look out back here. And straight behind is Almonick, and it's 0-2. Again, both these, as mentioned earlier, both of these teams, or these two teams met last June when the season started later, and the regionals were in mid-June. The 0-2 coming back. That was going to be grounded over to Colo. Quick hands by Malia, high throw, and it helps to have a 6-footer over at first base and a 5-3 putout for the first out of the afternoon. 1 up and 1 down for Jillian Newby, the third baseman. Neither team scored in their first matchup last year until the 6th inning. Assumption scored 1 in the 6th. Almond scored 3 in the 7th. Royal scored another one in the 7th, but not enough. That one's going to be blooped into center and right off the tip of the glove of Macy Vollert, and a 1-out single for Jillian Newby. Good effort there by Macy Vollert. And now Olivia Bumgarner. Bumgarner gets the start in the circle this afternoon for Almond-Bancroft, with a runner at first and 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Great crowd on hand here at Robinson Park in beautiful Wisconsin Rapids. Schill kicks and fires. Fouled straight back. Aggressive early swings for Almond-Bancroft here this afternoon. Riley Stiles awaits on deck for the Eagles. 2 wins away from heading down to Goodman Diamond in Madison. Got to get the job done here as a swing as Bumgarner's behind 0-2. The crowd continues to file in here in Wisconsin Rapids. Schill's ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Schill gets one she likes, wheels and deals home. Swung on and missed, and down goes Bumgarner, the first strikeout of the afternoon. And there's 2 away for Ava Schill. That is Ava's 110th strikeout in 85 2/3 innings. Now Riley Stiles at the plate for Almond-Bancroft. Stiles and Bumgarner, the two-headed monster in the circle this year. A check swing, a bit high, and it's ball 1. Ava coming in at 11-1 on the year, 85 innings pitched, an ERA of just over 1.6. 62 hits, now 63 hits, 28 runs. There's a strike to Stiles, and it's 1-1. 27 walks, 110 strikeouts for Ava in her junior campaign. Again, it is hard to believe that, and we'll get into it maybe when they're batting, but no seniors again on this Assumption softball team. Just misses low, and it's 2-1. Riley coming in with 3 home runs on the year. As a team, maybe she's got 2. As a team, Almond's only got 5. On the inside corner, Styles backing out and evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. A 1-out base hit by Jillian Newby. She stands at first base with 2 outs. Deuces are wild already here in the first inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Schill takes a deep breath, wheels home, and just missed. Count runs full. Newby will have a head start. Ava trying to get out of the heart of the lineup here with no damage. The 3-2. Fouled straight back, right on it. Give a shout out to Maddie Abbott. Hopefully Maddie's feeling better and watching from home here this afternoon. Out of this afternoon's ball game. The payoff coming back from Ava Schill. Fouled into the fencing again and remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Good battle here. Riley might get some time in the circle depending on how things pan out this afternoon for Almond-Bancroft. Rob Schill calling every pitch for Kristen Casey and Ava Schill. And Ava comes back home. And got her looking to end the first inning. A beautiful pitch on the inside corner. And the Eagles leave 1. We have played a half an inning. It's Almond-Bancroft nothing and Assumption coming up. You're watching high school playoff softball on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Hi, this is Blake from Mobile Inc. I can tint your car, truck, or SUV. I even tint windshields with a film you can't see, but will reduce heat and glare by 43%. We've all seen those do-it-yourself tint jobs that turn purple and start bubbling all over. Not my work. Everything gets tinted by me and inspected before it rolls out the door, including a lifetime warranty. Call Blake at Mobile Inc. to schedule your appointment today. 715-424-5432.
Bottom of the first inning we go, as the Assumption Royals will be going up against Olivia Bumgarner. 11-0 on the year, 52 2/3 innings pitched, 43 hits, 24 runs, 20 of them earned an ERA of 2.61. 19 walks, 79 strikeouts for Olivia this year. This afternoon's broadcast is brought to you by Solaris. With so much of our lives riding on the internet these days, choosing a provider you know and trust has become more important than ever. Solaris Fiber Network is the fastest technology available. It's more reliable than cable internet and provides equal upload and download speeds. Solaris has been keeping Central Wisconsin connected for over 125 years and has the speed you need. Call, stop in, or visit Solaris.net to learn more. First one to Anna Schooley, misses high for a ball. Power on power right here. Olivia Bumgarner against Anna Schooley. Schooley leading the team, leading the conference. Again, if there was a Rookie of the Year vote, that one's going to be lined foul. And it's evened up at a ball and a strike. If there was a Rookie of the Year or Freshman of the Year category, Anna would be in the running for it. There's no doubt about that. 7 home runs on the year for the freshman. Have had some no-doubters here at Robinson Park. 1-1. Missed high for a ball, 2-1. Outfield, Carly Lamb in left, Gracie Rendell in center, Claire Terzinski in right, Jillian Newby at third, Regan Amernick at short, Messina Meadow at second, and Lexi Dernbach at first. Anna's able to hold off nicely, 3-1. Paige Terzinski catching Olivia Bumgarner here this afternoon. 3 balls and a strike to the leadoff hitter for the Royals. Again, she got the leadoff nod about halfway through the year. They changed it up at a game in Marathon. That's going to be lifted up and out of play. Look out back here. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Anna Schooley. They put her in the leadoff role in a game at Marathon. I believe that's when it was. First hitter of the game, she hit a home run. So she's been staying in that leadoff spot since that time. 3-2. Going to be knuckled to Coach Nelson and past him, and it remains 3-2. 4 Merriwood South teams in action this afternoon. Obviously, Assumption here. Edgar is hosting Wausau Newman. Newman got the upset win last week against Pacelli, or at Pacelli. And Marathon is at Westfield. So Edgar or Newman will be heading to a sectional final as Anna Schooley swings and misses. The first strikeout of the afternoon for Olivia Bumgarner. That's a big strikeout to lead it off for the Almond-Bancroft senior pitcher. And now Kristen Casey with Jillian Newby getting a little bit closer over there at third base. Kristen's a slapper and a bunter. Jillian playing in at third. First one misses high for a ball, and it's 1-0. So Newman or Edgar will, I don't know who Sevastopol is playing, but Sevastopol will have a shot to head to a sectional final as well. That game right now is scheduled at Spud Field in Plover. 2-0 to Kristen Casey. Pacelli was or is set to host that one. Just not going to be in it this year, as they fell to Newman 11-7. It was not really that close. Kristen's going to hit that one past third and into left field, and a 1-out base hit for Kristen Casey. And because Carly Lamb was playing so shallow in left, held her to a single. So the Royals with a runner on, just like Almond-Bancroft did in the first. They're the second hitter of the inning. And now Ava Schill with Kristen standing at first base and 1 out. Now it's going to be hit sharply and caught, and a double play to end the inning. And that is that's what's going to need to happen for Almond to pick up a win here this afternoon. A double play to end it. We have played an inning complete. It is still Assumption nothing, Almond nothing. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
So a double play to end the bottom of the first inning. As soon as Assumption had a little bit going for them, Ava Schill lined one to second base and Messina Meadow, and then doubled up Kristen Casey relatively easily on that lineout. Almond-Bancroft coming into today, as mentioned, 21-2 winners against Tri-County last week, 13-3, and then knocked off Wild Rose in a regional final, 6-4. And that's where they stand right now here this afternoon coming into this ball game. And they will send up Meadow, Dernbach, and Terzinski against Ava Schill here in the second. Don't miss Fleet Farm's Countdown to Summer event. Save on everything for outdoor work and play, from lawn and garden tools to grilling and fishing gear. Save today. Fleet Farm, probably serving the Midwest since 1955. Schill against Meadow. And that was going to be lined to Vollert, a leaping catch made by Macy, and there's one out. Some great plays by the second baseman the last 2 outs of this game. And there's 2 away now, or excuse me, there's 1 away for Lexi Dernbach, the first baseman. You see it pretty quick that Almond-Bancroft is being very aggressive on the first pitch against Ava Schill. And Anna Schooley is going to make that catch. Can't get much more efficient than that. 2 pitches and 2 outs. And 2 relatively softly hit balls. And now Paige Terzinski, the catcher. Dolan in left, Smits in center, and Galbraith in right for Assumption. Colo, Nelson, Vollert, and Schooley around the infield. And, of course, Kristen Casey catching Ava Schill here again this afternoon. 2 away, we play in the top of the second. Ava wheels and deals. There's a strike, and it's evened up at a ball and a strike. As a team coming in, Almond with 63, now 65 strikeouts on the year. That's going to be hit weakly to third. Tough play, but Malia with quick hands, and that is as an efficient inning as you can get if you're Ava Schill on 5 pitches. We got 3 outs. We have played an inning and a half. Still scoreless here in Wisconsin Rapids. We're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
Bottom of the second inning we go here in Wisconsin Rapids. Claire Nelson, Lydia Smits, and Macy Vollert. That's 4, 5, and 6 for the Assumption Royals. The winner of this one will play on Thursday afternoon. The site right now, Almond-Bancroft High School. The opponent, either Blair Taylor, who is ranked 3rd in the state to end the year, or Hillsboro. Blair Taylor, much like Assumption, cruising through, and much like Almond, cruising through the postseason so far, in the regionals anyway. Blair Taylor ranked 3rd. Assumption ranked 2nd in the last poll that I saw. And Oakfield, who beat Assumption, has been number 1 all year, stands up there again. Claire Nelson will lead things off, the shortstop. Lydia Smits, the Macy Vollerts. And we'll give you some updates once we find them. This game starting at 4:30. I think the first game of the afternoon on the Zaleski Sports Network to start. The other 3, first one to Nelson, misses high and in for a ball. The other 3, Marshfield and Spash softball starting at 5. Columbus Catholic and Spencer baseball starting at 5. I believe Northland Pines and Stratford starting at 4:45, I believe, or 5. There's one to Nelson, evens it up at a ball and a strike. So once this game is over, then you can sit back and enjoy some more sports on Zaleski Sports. A huge one in Marshfield, Spash and Marshfield. Outside for a ball, 2-1. Marshfield winning the outright Wisconsin Valley Conference title for the first time in 25 years. And, of course, during that stretch, Spash had won 20 conference titles in a row. That one's going to be hit and snagged out of the air by Lexi Dernbach, and there's one away. Has seen some great defensive plays already this afternoon on both sides. Now encapsulates it all on the beautiful catch by Lexi Dernbach. And now Lydia Smits, the center fielder. They've been smacking it. As Smits going to pop this one up. Long run for Gracie Rendell, and it's going to drop. And Lydia Smits is going to go to second. And there's a runner for the Royals at second base. Check the phone here and see what see how the official score that. Now Macy Vollerts with a runner at second. Now it's going to be hit sharply, and it's going to be fair down the left field line. Coming in to score will be Lydia Smits, and an RBI double for Macy Vollert, and the Royals are on the board here in the second. Right inside the third base line, and the Royals put one on the board here in the second inning. A RBI double for Macy Vollert. Now Sadie Galbraith looks at a ball high and away. A run across here in the second for Assumption. Missed outside again. Galbraith ahead, 2 balls and no strikes. Runner at second, 1 out for Sadie Galbraith. That's going to be popped up and out of play. Somebody I love listening to. Dan Patrick always talks about having his sources and having the experts. Had a source tell me that Sadie wasn't very confident today. In the dirt, 3-1. As Dan Patrick does, keeps your sources anonymous. 3-1 coming back from Olivia Bumgarner. And a check swing foul. And it's 3-2. Malia Colo waits on deck. Bumgarner twists and fires. And on the inside corner, got her looking for the second out of the inning. Second strikeout of the afternoon. So they gave Lydia Smits a double on that hit as well, and rightfully so. No error because it was not touched. And Malia Colo hits that one foul near Coach Nelson, and it's 0-1. So a couple of doubles in the inning for the Royals with a run across. Malia Colo, the third baseman, at the dish for Assumption. And highly anticipated rematch here this afternoon, this year. High and away as soon as the sectional, as soon as the pairings came out in the late summer last year, early fall. I know these two schools had this possibility of a rematch circled up. The 1-1 coming back to Malia. Fouled straight back, and it's 1-2. Undefeated girls soccer team making their way here to Robinson Park. The Assumption soccer team. Regional start tonight, but they don't play till Saturday. The 1-2. Popped up. Foul territory, out of play. Look out back here. It ricochets off a couple of tree branches. And it remains 1-2. Macy Vollert still stands at second base. She's driven in the lone run so far here this afternoon on a hit right down the third base line. The 1-2 coming back. Bounces in there. Evens it up at 2-2. Ashlyn Dolan awaits on deck. Assumption's playoff run. Royal 15-0. Ithaca 15-0. Both of those schools out of that Ridge and Valley Conference, I believe that's what it's called, down near the La Crosse area. The 1-2. Good hold by Malia. And the count runs full. A beautiful afternoon here in Wisconsin Rapids. Bumgarner comes set. Now it's going to be looped into shallow left. That one is going to get down, and another RBI for the Assumption Royals. Another run across, and a bloop RBI single for Malia Colo. And Royals lead 2-0 here in the second. What a battle by Malia on that one. Fell behind 1-2 in the count. Came all the way back and blooped one into shallow left field. Now Ashlyn Dolan. Even if Ashlyn gets out, this is big for the Royals to be able to restart at the top of the order in the third. Again, Ashlyn, just a freshman, and has been put into some roles that I don't think she was really anticipating at the beginning of the year. Squares the bunt, gets it down beautifully. Throw to first is in time. But that was a nice bunt by Ashlyn Dolan. And we have played 2 innings complete. Royals score 2 on 3 hits. They leave 1. Royals 2. Almond-Bancroft nothing. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
A great inning for Assumption offensively. 3 hits, 2 runs across. And now Ava Schill works with a lead. Throw down to second is made by Kristen Casey. A score from Amherst, the number 1 ranked Amherst Falcons baseball team, after 1 inning against St. Mary's. St. Mary Catholic, 5-0 Amherst. As expected, Falcons looking to make their 3rd ever trip to state in baseball and looking for their first ever baseball state championship. Gracie Rendell to lead things off for Almond-Bancroft. Behind 2-0 here as we start the 3rd inning. First one from Ava misses low and away. Rendell, Terzinski, and Amernick here in the 3rd. And that one hits her. A base runner for Almond-Bancroft here in the 3rd inning. Anyway, you can get on. Now Claire Terzinski with the top of the order, due up next. Runner at first and nobody out for the number 9 hitter and right fielder, Claire Terzinski. Malia in at 3rd. Just misses for a ball, 1-0. As a team coming in at batting 358 as a team. They did hit that 200 hit mark after the base hit by Jillian Newby in the 1st. Squares the bunt, gets it down, pushes it down the 3rd base line, gets the out at 1st. And the sacrifice bunt is successful. Runner at second now. Runner at second now with 1 out for the top of the order in Regan Amernick. Regan bounced out to Malia Colo the first time. Schill wheels and deals. There's a strike right at the knees, and it's 0-1. Central Wisconsin South looked like this year. Pacelli and Almond tying for first at 11-1. They split their games against each other. Wild Rose at 7-5. Port Edwards at 6-6. Missed outside for a ball. Tri-County at 5-7. And Pittsville and Rosholt both at 1-11 this year. Central Wisconsin South much better than researching this, a lot better than I had remembered. 2-1 now. Better Wild Rose team, better Port team as well. Tri-County, even 5 conference wins for the Penguins. A successful year in Tri-County. The 2-1 coming back. Foul is straight back. Look out back here. You know, getting here at 3:30, I thought I was able to get a front row parking spot. First time I was not able to. Had to park on the back line. Which, with these two teams, it might be okay. The 2-2. In the dirt, runs full. Jillian Newby waits on deck. The lone base hit. That was off the top of the mitt of Macy Vollert. Back in the first inning. Ava gets one that she wants. And the 3-2. Swung on and missed. And down goes Almernick on a swinging strikeout. And there's 2 away. The third strikeout of the afternoon for Ava Schill. Now there's runner at second and 2 outs for Jillian Newby. Had a base hit up the middle the first time in the first. Again, right off the mid of Macy Vollert at second. There's a low and inside strike, and it's 0-1. Jillian, the catcher last year, playing over at third this year. The 0-1. Allen misses low and in the dirt. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. Mobile Link in Wisconsin Rapids is your go-to for car and boat services, including window tinting, remote start, and accessorizing. That's Mobile Link right here in Wisconsin Rapids. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. It fouled in and out of the mid of Kristen Casey. As a ball and 2 strikes. Baseball regional finals tomorrow. They play regional semis tonight and regional finals tomorrow. So we'll have a whole slate of games for you tomorrow as well. I'll most likely be over at Buchholz Park. Pacelli Cardinals, Marion Mustangs. First pitch at 4:30 tomorrow. That was going to be hit sharply and into left field. They're going to send the runner. Dolan scoops it up. And an RBI base hit for Jillian Newby, and Almond-Bancroft is on the board. Jillian 2 for 2 today. And drives in the first run of the afternoon for the Eagles. Talking to Charlie Nelson a lot this year. Some of the times his pitchers, especially on a 1-2 pitch, cannot give the batters that good of a look, and that's exactly what Ava did. A nice piece of hitting there by Jillian Newby. Now Olivia Bumgarner, strikeout victim in the first. Looks at a strike on the outside corner. Almond gets one back here in the third. Looking to add some more on. The 0-1. Able to hold off on a high fastball, and it's 1-1. On the riser, Riley Stiles waits on deck. And that one, that hit by Jillian, just got past Colo, and Claire Nelson couldn't quite grab it. Inside strike, and it's 1-2 as Bumgarner shakes her head in disagreement. A ball and 2 strikes. She'll toes the rubber, looks in, wheels and fires. Swung on and missed. Bumgarner down via the strikeout for the second time this afternoon. But Almond-Bancroft gets one back on 1 run with 1 base hit. 1 left on, no errors, and we have played in 2.5 innings. It is Assumption 2, Almond-Bancroft 1. You're watching high school playoff softball on Zaleski Sports.
Don't let pain or mobility issues keep you from enjoying life. Let our physical therapy doctors and our staff at Roberts Physical Therapy help you recover your ability to move easily and live free of aches and pains, providing effective individual treatment plans. Whether you're experiencing problems with balance and mobility, you're experiencing pain in your low back, or you're dealing with any other physical challenges, we'll take care of you. For more information on how we can service your needs, contact us.
Anna Scully to lead things off here in the third inning for the Royals. They go 1, 2, and 3 here in the third against now Riley Stiles into the game to pitch. So new pitcher after the first time through the batting order for Assumption. They'll see a new pitcher in Riley Stiles. So Anna Scully, who led the bottom of the first inning off with a strikeout, will see a new pitcher. Riley Stiles coming in at 8-2 on the year, 66 in the third innings pitched. As she wheels home. First one to Anna, misses low. Coming in at 41 hits given up, 24 runs, only 12 earned runs on the year. 1.27 ERA. There's a low inside strike, and it's even at 1-1. 17 walks, 88 strikeouts for Riley Stiles. The 1-1. They're going to be hit sharply and just foul. And it's 1-2. Way just out in front was Anna Scully. So Scully, Casey, and Schill here in the third inning for Assumption. They've lost 2 games this year, both of them at home, both of them against very, very good opponents. Lost their game to Oakfield in that Royal Rumble that they called it. A 1-run loss, and then they lost to Gale Ettrick Trempolo, Division III school. And Anna just able to stay alive. Pulled her head big time, and I think that's what Coach Nelson was just talking to her about. Looking up at the trees above the third base dugout. I think they might need a new baseball, or excuse me, softball, as that one hits. And they've gotten scuffed up just too much that they're unable to continue use of it. The 2-2. And way out in front, and got her swinging. And there's one away. Strikeout number 1 for Stiles. Had her way out on the front foot. Good mix. Phenomenal mix by Riley Stiles. Kristen Casey's single and was doubled off in the first. First offering from Stiles. Squares the bunt in there for a strike anyway, and it's 0-1. Ava Schill awaits on deck for the Royals. Just past 5 o'clock here in central Wisconsin's sectional semifinal softball action. Division 5, Assumption and Almond-Bancroft. Here at Robinson Park on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. That was going to be hit sharply right back up the middle, and Kristen Casey is 2 for 2, bobbled in center by Rendell. But the batters in the 2 spots for both teams getting it done, a combined 4 for 4 this afternoon. Jillian Newby, 2 for 2 with an RBI. Kristen Casey, 2 for 2 with a couple of base hits. And now Ava Schill at the plate. She lined out to Messina Meadow to end the first inning. That was going to be knuckled and caught again right off the end of the bat. As Ava's 0 for 2. Assuming not exactly what Coach Nelson had in mind on that swing. Now Claire Nelson at the plate. She had a rope to Dernbach at first the first time. Snagged out of the air did Lexi Dernbach. And there goes Kristen Casey. Throw down to second, not in time. It hits Kristen Casey, and smartly stays put at second. 21 for 22 on the year is Kristen Casey stealing. Stands at second base. 1-0 count to Claire Nelson. Misses outside, 2-0. Lydia Smits awaits on deck. DNL Recreation for all your camper needs in Wisconsin Rapids. Head over to DNL Recreation. The 2-0. Fouled straight back, 2-1. Again, appreciate everyone tuning in this afternoon. Zaleski Sports in Wisconsin Rapids. You're home for just about a large majority of Assumption Athletics this year. That one misses high. 3-1. Got Spash and Marshfield softball. Spash out to a quick lead. 1-0 on the Marshfield Tigers. The 3-1 to Claire Nelson. Now it's going to be lifted into right. Tough play for Terzinski. Drifting over to the foul line, and it's going to drop, and it's going to be a foul ball, and they're going to retry it. Stratford and Northland Pines tied at 1 in the bottom of the first. Then our other one is... I feel like we had another baseball game. Oh, Columbus and Spencer. We'll check that one out in just a moment as well. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. And Claire Nelson draws the 2-out walk. Again, just the 18th walk given up by Riley Stiles this year. And now Lydia Smits hit to right center the first time, and it fell, and she turned a blooper into a double. First offering to Lydia Smits. Had a 3-run home run against Ithaca last week. That one bounces in there. And a good stop behind the plate by Terzinski. It's gotten hotter, it says on our weather app. The wind has picked up quite a bit. Smits behind the fastball, and it's 1-1. Ball and a strike to Lydia Smits. Stiles fires home. Missed inside, 2-1. Right underneath the hands, just a bit inside. Wind picks up, blowing from right to left. The 2-1. Popped up, look out back here. We were ready for it. 2-2 now. Brewers got a couple big wins yesterday. Memorial Day doubleheader at the friendly confines of Wrigley Field. A couple of big wins over the Cubs. 2-2. And that one's low. Again, Terzinski just got enough of it to not allow it to get to the backstop. Runners will have a head start here. Stiles comes back on the payoff. 3-2 coming home. Going to be hit and caught. And that will end our third inning. Lexi Dernbach making another nice catch over at first. Royals do not score. They got 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on. We have played 3 innings complete. It's Assumption 2 and Almond-Bancroft 1. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970, in 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Top of the fourth inning we go here in Wisconsin Rapids. 2-1 Royals. Assumption's Ava Schill will face off against Riley Stiles, Messina Meadow, and Lexi Dernbach here in the fourth. Stiles struck out looking in the first, and then a couple of pop-outs on there, a couple of lineouts to Meadow and Dernbach on 2 pitches. Nobody on, nobody out to start the top of the fourth inning. As Ava fires home. First one to Stiles, misses outside. It's 1-0. And we'll see if Coach Yonke wants to switch it up maybe in the second time or the third time through the batting order for Assumption. Behind was Stiles. That's 1-1. Well, swung out of her shoes on that one. Wind blowing out to left. Hitter's paradise here at Robinson if you're a right-handed hitter. High and away, 2-1. And the winner heads to sectional final on Thursday. 3-1 now to Stiles against the winner of Blair Taylor and Hillsboro. Scheduled start time 5 o'clock at Almond-Bancroft, or in Almond. Just up the hill from the high school. 3-1 coming back. There's one right down the gut, and it runs full, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the fourth. 2 at-bats, 2 full counts. Ava comes home. That was going to be right off the end of the bat, grounder. And be retrieved by Sadie Galbraith, and we're going to throw another 3-2 here in just a moment. The 3-2 coming back from Ava. Foul straight back. Sudsy Car Wash is your express tunnel car wash plus a 24-hour touchless car wash. They offer an express interior clean and so much more. Keep your vehicle clean at Sudsy Car Wash on 8th Street in Wisconsin Rapids. Right next to Grace's Restaurant, Pick and Save here in town. The 3-2 coming home. Going to be hit sharply up over to Vollard. Bobbles it, but gets it in time and throws out Stiles for the first out. 1 up and 1 down for Messina Meadow, who lined to Vollard her first time up. One away here in the fourth inning. They have a long, lanky right-hander. Going to be lined into left and a base hit. 1 out base hit for Messina Meadow. Went after the first pitch like she did in the second inning. This time poked it into left. 1 away for Lexi Dernbach. Lined out to Anna Scully her first time. First offering. Dernbach clicks at a strike, and it's 0-1. Cloud cover is here in Wisconsin Rapids. Not as sunny as it was at the beginning of the game. There's a swing and a miss. Helps me out a little bit. Don't have to really squint anymore to fight the sun, but still 80 degrees here in Wisconsin Rapids. Breeze has picked up throughout the game. Now it's fouled back. Remains no balls and 2 strikes to Lexi Dernbach. Paige Terzinski awaits on deck. Royals will send up 6, 7, and 8 in the bottom of the fourth. Schill toes the rubber with her right foot. Fires home. Going to be hit to Voller. Tough play. They're going to get the out at first. Dernbach moves her over on the 4-3 putout. Meadow goes to second with 2 outs now for Paige Terzinski, who grounded out to Colo in the second. Gracie Rendell on deck for Almond-Bancroft. First offering to Terzinski, misses high and away. Almond-Bancroft able to play 4 more games than Assumption did this year. Assumption at 17-2. Almond at 21-2. The 1-0. High and away, 2-0. Two of those games came in conference play. 7 teams in the Central Wisconsin South, 6 in the Merriwood South. There's a strike in there for Terzinski. 2-1 now. Sun poking through now here in Rapids as Schill. Now it's going to be popped up and a foul. And it's 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Would have been a base hit, an RBI. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Paige Terzinski. Deuces are wild here in the fourth. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. And Schill leans back and fires. And able to stay alive. It's Paige Terzinski. Amherst up 6-2 in baseball. They are also competing up in Peshtigo in softball sectional semifinal for Amherst. The 2-2 coming back. And just misses outside and count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Another good battle by these Almond-Bancroft hitters. Schill takes a deep breath. 3-2. And missed outside. Draws a walk. Now 2 on for Gracie Rendell, who was hit by a pitch back in the second. The first walk given up by Ava today. That is her 28th of the year. 2 on, 2 out now for Almond. As that one's going to be hit foul into the fencing, and it's 0-1. Claire Terzinski awaits on deck. Led off the inning with a ground out to second. Base hit by Meadow to left. Dernbach grounded out to second, and Terzinski walked. Missed outside again. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. Very good patience by these Eagle hitters. The 1-1. Fouled back. Ball and 2 strikes now to Rendell. Rendell was the designated player, but Coach Yonke came over after I got my lineups and said, we're going to switch things up right away. And put Gracie in to center field. And that allowed Riley Stiles to be able to pitch. And backwards K to end the 4th inning. No runs on 1 hit, 2 left on for Almond-Bancroft halfway through this one. Here in Wisconsin Rapids, it's the Royals 2 and Almond-Bancroft 1. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
When you want to win games, you look for an expert. Here's 2-time national champion, Coach Jack Bennett.
I may know a few things about basketball, but I'm a rookie when it comes to vehicles. I trust the team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers to call those shots. Their professionals remove the stress and anxiety of having your vehicle serviced or repaired.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Go with the winning team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers.
Ava Schill able to get out a little bit of a jam there in the fourth. Macy Vollert, Sadie Galbraith, and Malia Colo to lead things off here for the Royals against Riley Stiles in the fourth inning. Vollert, an RBI double her first time up. That one was the one right down the left field line, I believe. Yep, for the base hit. Vollert, the second of the two-headed monster for Assumption in the pitcher's circle. Macy and Ava. That was going to be popped up behind home plate. Nice catch over there. It sounds like good round of applause from the patrons here in Wisconsin Rapids. Talk about patrons a lot in golf. 18 beautiful holes. So we'll talk about the Ridges here in just a second. After this pitch from Riley Stiles. Missed high for a ball. 18 beautiful holes of golf awaits you at the Ridges Golf Course here in Wisconsin Rapids. Enjoy their new outdoor patio and updated banquet hall to go along with their well-manicured greens, hazards, and challenging holes. That's the Ridges here in Wisconsin Rapids. The 1-1. Bounces in for a ball, 2-1. Of course, home to the cross-country state tournament. Rapids hosts quite a bit in the state tournament bids. That was going to be popped up, third base side. Drifting foul, look out over here. Evens it up at 2-2. Got cross country. We've got gymnastics over at Lincoln High School. This last year we had an 8-man state championship over at Lincoln, Southwood County Stadium. The 2-2 coming back to Macy Vollert. Missed high and count runs full, 3-2. Good battle to start the fourth inning. And spun her out of there. And may have been for the dramatics for Macy Vollert, but she gets the first with nobody out. Now Sadie Galbraith with a runner at first and nobody out. First offering to Sadie is in there for a strike. The Wisconsin Rapids Rafters started last night against Green Bay. They used to be the Green Bay Booyah, I think. And now this year, the Green Bay Rockers. Lost squares the bunt. Beautifully done. Going to go to first and just able to get it over there. Messina Meadow with the stretch over to first base with one out. That was an error awaiting for Almond, but Messina Meadow made a nice play for the first out of the inning. And now Malia Colo, RBI blooper, her first time up. There's a strike to Malia, and it's 0-1. The Rafters over in Green Bay tonight. Raptors losing 6-5 yesterday. The 0-1 misses low and in. Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks, their first two games, that amateur baseball team. As Colo misses, or that one misses high to Colo, and it's 2-2, or 2-1, excuse me. To split their first doubleheader at Sparta on Saturday, I believe it was, 2-1. Misses inside, 3-1. And a familiar name for Assumption fans, Ethan Peters, the Loris College pitcher. Senior down there already. Time flies. He pitched against Westboro on Sunday for the Red Hawks. 17 strikeouts for Ethan Peters. The 3-1. There's a strike to Malia, and the count runs full at 3-2. Ethan did that a lot, covering him. Or he pitched a little bit for the Marshfield Chaparrals 2 years ago. And that one bounces in there. Good at bat for Malia Colo. She draws the walk. And now Ashlyn Dolan with 2 on and 1 out. Ethan on the very talented Legion team we covered a couple years ago as well. For the Post 9 Rangers, now Ashlyn Dolan. Squares the bunt. Gets it down wonderfully again. Throw to first. And a sacrifice bunt for Ashlyn Dolan. Getting it done is Ashlyn. A huge, huge opportunity here for Assumption. Schooley a couple of strikeouts today. With 2 on, 2 out for the leadoff hitter. Anna Schooley. Way, way out in front on the last strikeout by Riley Stiles. Able to hold off on a high fastball, and it's 1-0. Wind blowing straight in from center right now, drifting from straight in to slightly left. Now it's going to be knuckled to left, and it's going to get down. A 2 will come in to score, and a 2 RBI base hit for Anna Schooley. And the Royals put 2 more across, 4-1 Assumption. Anna Schooley, a couple of strikeouts coming through, huge for the Royals. And Schooley with 2 RBIs on a blooper to left. Can't fault Riley Stiles. That was a great pitch. Got right in on her hands, but Schooley muscled it over the head of Regan Omernick at short. And Royals put 2 across here with 2 outs. And now Kristen Casey. Throw down to second is not in time as Anna Schooley steals second. Runner at second, 2 outs for Kristen Casey. Misses high for a ball, 2-0 to Kristen. And if Assumption holds on, we'll talk to Coach Nelson or Coach Schill about this 4th inning because the bottom of the order really doing a phenomenal job. Started with Macy Vollard on a walk. Sadie Gelbreth had a sacrifice bunt. Malia Cola walked. And Ashlyn Dolan had a sacrifice bunt. Just a phenomenal job at the bottom half of this Assumption order here in the 4th inning. Two balls and a strike to Kristen Casey. Now it's going to be driven to center field and right to Gracie Rendell. Gracie didn't have to move much, if at all, but we have played 4 complete. Royals scored 2 on 1 hit. It is Assumption 4, Almond-Bancroft 1. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no. One-man band. Just follow your dreams and keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in Central Wisconsin.
Claire Trzynski to lead things off here for the Almond-Bancroft Eagles. Fourth inning, they are in at Buchholz Park in Stevens Point. Give you a score update in that in just a moment. That is baseball, Pacelli and Iola Scandinavia. First offering to Trzynski, misses outside. Claire to sacrifice bunt back in the third inning. Last check from Buchholz. There's a strike in the outside. Pacelli trails Iola Scandinavia 5-2. We'll keep an eye on that game as well here this afternoon. Not really much of an upset, but that one misses high and away, 2-1. But the Marshfield Tigers, and again, Coach Droner, give him a lot of credit for what he does at Spash. Spash leads 5-0 in the fourth inning against Marshfield. As Trzynski fouls that one off 2-2. Chi High, Chippewa Falls softball 0-0 against Superior. Give you the reason we're curious on that one in just a moment. 3-2 now to Trzynski. The reason, if whoever wins the Spash Marshfield game will take on the winner of Chippewa Falls and Superior on Thursday. The 3-2 coming home. And got her looking backwards. K on the outside corner. That is strikeout number 6 for Ava Schill. 1 up and 1 down. Regan Almernick, top of the order here for the Eagles. See who else we got. There's Iola. Iola is not keeping their own game changer today. First offering to Almernick. Going to be grounded over to Colo. Emilia has retired Regan Almernick twice this afternoon. 2 away now here in the 5th. Let's see what we got for baseball. Still 5-2. They are in the middle of the 5th inning. Man, oh man, what's going on with the Cards? Being upset as well. Iola did not finish very well in baseball this year. First offering to Newby is in for a strike. Jillian today, 2 for 2. A couple of singles and an RBI. The 0-1. Popped up behind first. Long run for Anna Schooley. That would have been a tough play. Made sure she knew where she was, and new life now for Jillian Newby. Ready for that one, Sydney? All right. We trust you to keep the camera safe. All right. The 0-2 coming back from Ava. Kicks and fires. Going to be grounded over to short. Tough play for Nelson, but man, she made it look easy. Clean 5th inning. We have played 4.5. It is the Assumption Royals 4, Almond-Bancroft 1. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Ava Schill will lead things off here for the Assumption Royals. Schill, Nelson, Smits against Riley Stiles. First one to Ava, misses outside. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss. Blew it past her, and it's 1-1. Read that. So we got one more read here that we'll do in just a moment. Got to keep. Now it's going to be lifted. Shallow center. Long run for Rendell. She calls everybody off and makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Nobody enjoys being without comfort. Time to plan for the summer months ahead. Give the pros at Rapids Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling a call for furnace and AC service in Wisconsin Rapids. We'll be there rapidly to figure out and take care of the trouble, and we'll get the comfort working again right away. Call Rapids Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling at 715-301-0256 and visit online at rapidsheetmetal.com. Said it during winter sports, but Rapids, they came out and the 0-1 swung on and missed. Came out and fixed a fireplace too. Got the pilot light fix on the gas fireplace for us. The 0-2 outside, 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes to Claire Nelson. Now it's going to be lifted into left center. Rendell backing up, still drifting back. Another nice play by Gracie out there in center. That was a tough read with the wind. She did a nice job. And now Lydia Smits. Now it's going to be lifted foul. 0-1 to Lydia. A double and a line out today for Smits. Swung on and missed. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. We play here in the bottom of the 5th. Swung on and missed, and Stiles works a perfect 5th inning, including her 2nd strikeout. We have played 5 complete. It is Assumption 4, Almond-Bancroft 1. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
Rustic Redefined is the area's boutique clothing store for women and children. You'll find a personalized shopping experience with unique and trendy styles to choose from. Rustic Redefined specializes in affordable clothes and accessories with red carpet service. Find your individual style at Rustic Redefined on 8th Street South in Wisconsin Rapids and Rustic Redefined on Facebook.
Olivia Bumgarner to lead things off here for the Almond-Bancroft Eagles. Bumgarner 0 for 2, a pair of strikeouts today. Bumgarner, Stiles, and Meadow for Almond here in the 6th inning. Ball game just over an hour old. First pitch is at 4:31. We play at 5:45. First offering from Ava Schill. That was going to be line and off the top of the mitt of Anna Schooley. Bobbled and a base hit for Olivia Bumgarner. Needed 6.5 inches for Anna Schooley, and they're going to have a courtesy runner here for Almond-Bancroft. Have a courtesy runner here for Almond-Bancroft. So a couple of bloopers today have come through big for both teams. And Bumgarner leads off the 6th inning with a base hit. And now Riley Stiles today, a strikeout and a ground out for Stiles. First offering to Stiles misses. Kirsten Clark, the base runner for Bumgarner. The 1-0. Strike on the outside corner is 1-1. Thank you to the fans here from Almond helping us out with a couple of names here. A ball and a strike to Stiles. That's going to be hit sharply to Schooley through the legs. Gets the out at first and hits the runner Clark at second. 3 unassisted on the putout, and Anna had a chance, but she threw it right on line, but Clark was she got the job done. Stands at second with 1 out for Messina Meadow. A line out and a single for Meadow today. Let's see what other games we got here for you. Zaleski Sports. I was signed into Game Changer, but bringing the heat to shill, and it's 0-1. But if you have 2 or more people that want to be signed in at the same time, you got to keep logging in and logging people out. And outside for a ball, 1-1. Score from Stratford, 1-1, bottom of the 4th inning. Bases are loaded. Stratford and Northland Pines with 1 out in baseball. Look out over here. Lexi Dernbach on her toes in the on-deck circle. Wittenberg-Burnhamwood, the winner of Stratford and Northland Pines, will take on the winner of Wittenberg-Burnhamwood in Marathon. Wittenberg up 6-2 in the middle of the 3rd. Score from Madison Field. The 1-2. Kristen Casey saves a extra base. Spash looking to advance. They're up 7-1 on Marshfield in the bottom of the 4th inning. The 2-2 coming home. Swung on and missed. And strikeout number 7 for Ava. And the connection between Ava and Kristen Casey showing off there as soon as there was a swing and a miss. They pointed right at each other, and they knew it was a perfect location and a perfect pitch for the second out of the inning. Now it's going to be grounded right back to Schill. We have played 5.5. It is Assumption 4, Almond-Bancroft 1. We go to the bottom of the 6th. You're watching high school softball, Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Well, you don't have to go to school anymore, so. That's true. Well, then you don't get all the people yelling about. Macy Vollert to lead things off, pops it straight back, and it's 0-1. Vollert today, an RBI double and a walk, a couple of runs scored. Score from Buchholz Park in Stevens Point. 5-2, Iola Scandinavia in baseball. The 0-1 to Vollert. Misses just high for a ball, 1-1. Peyton Gullickson, Parker Gullickson. Parker Gullickson on the hill for Iola. Swung on and missed. Big cut for Macy Vollert. The winner of that one will take on either Pittsville or Marion, I believe. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. She wound up for that one, and strikeout number 3 for Riley Stiles. Assumption just getting a little bit out of their rhythm the last couple of at-bats. Vollert was trying to put that one into the parking lot of the Quality Foods here in town. One of them. First offering, Galbraith is in there for a strike. Sadie today a strikeout and a sacrifice bunt. Almond-Bancroft will send up 7, 8, and 9 in the 7th. Galbraith fouls that one straight back, and it's 0-2. See if we can find Blair Taylor. See if Blair Taylor's got a game changer. I would assume so. I've been wrong before. Many times. The 0-2. Just a bit high. 1-2 now. If you have any score updates, please let us know, and we'll pass those along as Galbraith looks at a ball low. Just put them in the comments section, and we'll pass them along. Allen misses low for a ball. 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's going to be knuckled to third and foul. Top of the 5th inning in Marshfield, 7-1 Spash softball. 3-1 Stratford over Northland Pines in the bottom of the 4th. 3-2 coming back. Galbraith staying alive, fouls that one straight back. She was hustling. That's all you asked for. And Galbraith strikes out looking on the inside corner for the second out of the inning. 3 straight strikeouts for Riley Stiles, and now Malia Colo. Amherst Falcons softball picked up a win over Peshtigo, so they're headed to a sectional final. Beating a couple of those teams up north to the northeast of the state. Beat Oconto last week, beat Peshtigo this week. Congratulations to Coach Dale Dostromsky and the Amherst Falcons. The 0-1. Colo looks at a ball. Let's see who the Falcons might have to take on here. Division 3, I believe. They'll be in Gillette on Thursday. The 1-1 coming back. Foul straight back. 1-2 now. So Amherst will either take on Watoma, who they got beat up by pretty bad earlier this year, or Valders. Valders knocked off Chilton last week. So they'll be playing in Gillette. Another hike. But I would imagine, and tell me wrong, but if Amherst wins and Watoma wins, I can't imagine that they would go all the way up to Gillette for a sectional final. Watoma, obviously south of here. 1-2, swung on and missed. As Riley Stiles strikes out the side in the 6th. And Almond-Bancroft down to their last 3 outs. They scored 3 last year in the 7th. Can they do it again? We'll find out when we get back to Robinson Park. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Blake from Mobile Link. I can tint your car, truck, or SUV. I even tint windshields with a film you can't see, but will reduce heat and glare by 43%. We've all seen those do-it-yourself tint jobs that turn purple and start bubbling all over. Not my work. Everything gets tinted by me and inspected before it rolls out the door, including a lifetime warranty. Call Blake at Mobile Link to schedule your appointment today. 715-424-5432.
Seventh inning we go. 7-8-9 for Almond-Bancroft. Assumption looking to advance to a sectional final on Thursday against Blair Taylor or Hillsboro. First offering misses outside. Kind of was off track in that bottom of the 6th inning, but man, what a job by Riley Stiles striking out the side. Schill trying to will her team to a sectional final. And there's a strike. Ava with 7 strikeouts. We might have to talk to Anna Schooley, though. Anna and Ava about their performance here. Anna had a huge hit, obviously, to extend this lead. Now misses low and in after striking out a couple times. And obviously Ava doing Ava things, has only given up a run to go along with 7 strikeouts and a walk. Adjusts her face mask and comes set on the 2-1. There's a strike in the outside corner. So Almond-Bancroft again coming in at 21-2 overall. Their only 2 losses came this month. 3 weeks ago at Pacelli, 2 weeks ago at Westfield. Swung on and missed, and Schill picks up her 8th strikeout of the game, and there's 1 away here in the 7th. Carly Lamb will hit for Gracie Rendell. So Lamb will hit. She was the flex player. She was playing in left field. And she's going to come in and hit for Gracie Rendell. First at bat. And pretty tough situation to be put in. Obviously you're playing the field, but your first time hitting in the 7th inning of a sectional semifinal winner-go-home game against the Merrillwood South player, 2-time Merrillwood South Player of the Year, and Ava Schill. And you saw it right there, way behind, and it's 0-1. Said it at the outset of this broadcast, but the Assumption Royals, with the 0-1 here, misses high, with no seniors on this softball team. Be a lot of fun again next year, but looking to advance and continue this year. The 1-1 to Carly Lamb. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swung through it. Ava Schill lights out again here this afternoon. Takes a deep breath. Lines and fires. Swung on and missed. Strikeout number 9. And there's 2 away here in the 7th. All down to Claire Terzinski. Sacrifice bunt and a strikeout looking. Royals an out away to advancing to a sectional final on Thursday afternoon. Ava Schill looking to finish it off herself. Now it's going to be lined into left, and it caught by Lydia Smits, and the Assumption Royals win and advance to a sectional final on Thursday. Final score, Assumption 4, Almond-Bancroft 1. Man, what a game it was here. A quick one, but hats off all around. Good game all around here in Wisconsin Rapids. Royals scored 2 decisive runs in the 4th inning, and that was all she wrote here from Wisconsin Rapids. The Assumption Royals 4, Almond-Bancroft 1. Assumption wins and advances to a sectional final. 1 win away from the state tournament. We'll take a quick break, come back with our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. We'll have an opportunity to talk to Charlie Nelson, Anna Schooley, and Ava Schill. We'll be back to Robinson Park right after this.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
All right. Are we back? Okay. Welcome back to Robinson Park here in Wisconsin Rapids. Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy fresh cheese curds made daily at NasonvilleDairy.com. Assumption winning and moving on to sectional final on Thursday here with Coach Rob Schill. Coach, obviously winning is always the first thing to get past. Just talk about the performance here tonight.
First of all, kudos to Almond. What a great team. 2 fantastic pitchers. Not an easy out in the lineup, that's for sure. Really, really proud of the girls' approach. We've been talking all season of pitches that you got to lay off. You got to force pitchers to make pitches, and I think we did that tonight. We didn't chase much, and when we saw a good fastball, we sat on it and hit it pretty hard most of the time.
And obviously the inning that really stands out is that 4th inning. Got a couple of walks, a couple of sacrifice bunts.
Well, how about Ashley Dolan?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Subbing tonight for Maddie Abbott. We love you, buddy. Maddie Abbott's sicker than a dog today. Ashley comes in and gets a bunt down, gets runners to 2nd and 3rd, and Schooley has a big hit. Boy, talk about working through adversity. That's a big deal.
And just talk about Anna's approach as well. She had a couple of strikeouts, got jammed, and was able to drive in a couple runs.
I was questioning what she was gonna do. I didn't see if her head was gonna stay up, and it did. I was proud of her. That's the sign of a really strong hitter. She kept one on the hands, drove through it, looped it in left center. Super proud of her.
Perfect. Thanks, Coach. We'll see you on Thursday. Thank you. Bringing our co-Zaleski sports players to the game here. We'll start with Ava Schill. Talk about it a lot on the broadcast. Ava doing Ava things in the circle. 9 more strikeouts, I think, tonight. Just talk about your approach in the circle.
Right. Everything was working, honestly, and I was ready. My defense was behind me, and they were ready to field the ball.
There was 1 strikeout, I think, in the 6th, or maybe right there in the 7th, and you guys strike out. You and Kristen pointed right at each other. What was the communication between that?
We just have a good connection, honestly. We've been playing together since 10U, so we know how to do it together.
And obviously offense and defense are different when it comes to keeping your mind in the game. A couple of struggling at-bats. Just talk about how you keep that separate.
Right. Honestly, I've always been told if you're pitching well, it doesn't matter how you're hitting. If you're hitting well, it doesn't matter how you're pitching. So, yep.
Thank you. We'll see you Thursday. Don't go too far, obviously. All right. Switch spots. We'll bring in Anna Schooley. Talk to Coach about it. A couple of tough at-bats, your first 2, but able to come through big when they needed it the most. Just talk about your approach at the plate, keeping your head in.
Well, my first 2 at-bats definitely weren't the best of my season. But I think I knew I had to get the 2 home because we were down, and that will help our team a lot. So I knew whatever came, I just had to hit wherever it came from.
And obviously it's a special, obviously covering you girls all year, volleyball, basketball, now softball. Getting to this point is obviously never easy. Just talk about now just 1 game away from state.
Yeah, I mean, we knew coming in that this would be a really tough game, and they were a really good team, but we all came together and did what we could do best. And I think now that we're game away, we just need to play our best, and we can get there.
Perfect. All right, we're going to put you guys in the house, all right? Who wants it?
Sure, I'll take it.
All right.
Gosh,
I'll back out. Sydney will count you down, all right?
I'm Ava Schill. And I'm Anna Schooley. And we're in the house.
I was the only one that wanted to do it. You guys are taking too long.
Thank you.
Thank you.